guys. I introduce myself. I'm Police Officer Severino from the 102 Precinct Community Affairs Office. First, I'll start with, we're collecting coats till December 31st at the precinct, at the best of you. So there are a lot of needy people here who need jackets for the winter, so we're collecting that, and also canned food, non-perishable materials. One thing I know most of you will be happy is that Deputy Inspector Urquhart will be having a holiday foot post on Jamaica Avenue from Elders Lane to Woodhaven Boulevard. It's going to have 2 foot posts over there basically addressing the situation for the holiday safety on Jamaica Avenue. And that's going to be a great help for, you know, security holdings or double parking situation, any situation may occur that you may need to call the police, but you might see an officer on foot post in that area, just, you know, to be more self-aware of what's going on. Within the last 2 or 3 weeks, we have done 2 operations for basically towing heavy commercial vehicles, taking up spots in the community. So with that being said, it was very successful. The last one we did was 2 nights ago, and we were able to tow 4 vehicles and boot 6. Basically, the booting, they put it on the tires. They can't drive the vehicle without calling in for a fixation. And they give you the code to unlock the vehicle, but you have to pay to get the code. So you hit them in their pockets, you know. This you know, takes them away from parking in those areas overnight and blocking your parking spots, which I understand parking is always an issue here in Woodhaven and obviously the whole precinct. And one more thing I'm going to talk about is holiday safety tips. As you guys know, the holiday season, people will be sending and receiving packages. And the number 1 rule is try to receive the packages as soon as possible. If you know you're expecting a package the day of, try to have someone, either a neighbor, a friend, can pick up the package, bring it into their house. And also use tracking system. Most of these tracking systems are offered for free from any of the mail carriers. So basically you have an idea when the package is being sent and when the package is receiving your property. You can also have your packages have a signature. Let's say you live in the building, you can have your packages signed. So basically you can just leave it in the front door and walk away. If you ask for a signature when you're giving the package, they have to physically knock on your door to leave you an envelope or a little card to say you got to go to the post office and pick it up. And if it's possible, ask your boss, your supervisor. Try to packages at work. Most of us spend half of our days at work. Why not have packages delivered to be at work? You're there, it's safe, you know you're going to be there Monday to Friday, and you know their working schedule. So that deters from a suspect taking your packages and, you know, making a living of you. You know, some of these guys, they even follow the truck routes. They know which houses, there's no one around. So they'll keep their distance from the truck drivers, and they see, all right, no one's picked up that package in 15 minutes. They'll wait. There you go. Who knows? Could be a laptop, could be a GPS, could be anything valuable that they could make money real quick. And a lot of the things that I mentioned are also mentioned in our Twitter account. We try to put as much information out there so you, the public, can read and see what's going on in the confines of the 102. Our Twitter account, if you guys don't have it yet, is NYPD 102 PCT. NYPD 102 PCT. And that's all I have for you.
Any questions? You
got something on your lip up there.
Let me address the elephant in the room. About a dozen of us in the precinct are doing cancer awareness, and for the whole month of November, have to grow just a mustache. No goatees, no chin straps, no beards. So, yeah. But with that being said, we It's not that many of us, it's a little donation with, you know, whatever, whoever wins, well, obviously one person's gonna win the creepiest. I don't think I'm the creepiest. One's gonna win and the rest is gonna go to charity, so, yeah, I'm sucking it up. Any questions for me?
One, I want to thank you for getting back to me about that problem on the block, the car not moving. With that said, I don't know whether it's because I'm on a small block, but we've been having problems. I did put in now another call. I have a complaint number. Another car now is sitting for a week. I make sure that it's a week. And then there's another one that my neighbor, which I want to either Martin or give it to you, I have complaint numbers. They finally did move. They were actually blocking the fire hydrant. And they were there for a week. They even had a fake ticket on their windshield, so my neighbor ripped it. And then it got to the point that she left a note saying, if you stay here, we're going to tow your car. And then they finally moved. So I don't know if you've been seeing that on more small blocks, that people are just...
I don't notice it on smaller blocks. I do notice it on commercial vehicles. Because they know they're always moving and they're only going to be there for 15, 20 minutes. They'll try to put a fake summons there. So anyone that approaches, all right, I can give you a summons because, you know, in a certain amount of time, we can't write you more than one.
Right.
So that's pretty creative. If you want, I'll take that information as soon as I'm done. Sure. Can I take that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
that's
excellent.
fine.
I'll take this information and any other questions for me? Sure.
Yeah, hi. First of all, that soup strainer looks really nice. And second, are you aware about the dirt bikes that were attacking a family in Forest Park yesterday?
No, sir.
Well, there was an attack of a family. I mean, they didn't hurt them or anything like that, but they were circling around them and terrorizing them.
So basically, Officer, you know, from the email, someone see the bikes that we see every day running up and down the block trying to go to the park and started filming them. I guess they saw he was filming them, they approached him, and he was with his kids, and they started basically threatening him, circling, you know, trying to intimidate him. So there's two issues that this brings up. One is the main one is, you know, the fact that the funding for the cameras in Forest Park is still sitting idle. You know, and we know the NYPD is ready to, you know, it's been approved, it's there, so that's an issue. Maybe that would help if these idiots know that we have cameras in the park, that they'll stop doing this, you know. But I think the other issue is the fact that, and we understand the safety, at least I do, the safety aspect of not being able to chase these guys down, but now they're getting a little too comfortable. You know, I really don't want to see residents having to take it to the next level. I'd rather see the NYPD take it to the next level legally and make sure this is being taken care of.
Absolutely. I wasn't aware of the...
No, yeah, well, the email chain started last night. I'll definitely forward it to you.
Absolutely.
You know, and we can...
The person called 911, by the way.
Yeah.
Let me get back to you and see what action was taken. There's a possibility action was taken. I don't have that information in front of me. I wasn't here yesterday.
Yeah, if you want more information.
I can definitely get back to all of you and let you know.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely, you know, send it to you and see, but I think that's something, you know, and usually it's in the summer months, it's an issue with them, but now, you know, now you get the quads too in the winter, it's been, you know, they're gonna start coming out again, and, you know, it's to the point where, and it's like with other issues, you know, once people start crossing that line, I think we need to start escalating and regrouping and what really we need to do with these guys, because they're getting out of control. And the last thing I want is for a resident to think the next step is for you to take it into your own hands. That's definitely not what we want.
Absolutely. Call us.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, I have it.
There's a lot of talk lately in the papers and on the news about these hoverboards. And as the NYPD said in one of the articles I read, it was on personal conveyance vehicles. It said they're illegal. Now, what's the difference between those things and electric bikes? A lot of these delivery people have, that they ride on the sidewalks and everything. Are they also illegal?
They're considered illegal in the city of New York.
Oh, so is there any kind of, anything going on to get rid of them? You know, the bikes? Because I mean, every place on Jamaica Avenue is that delivery.
At least half a dozen every week. Okay. But, you know, they're so easy to commute, inexpensive, quickly, and for the resident, it's ideal.
Yeah, sure.
So we understand that, obviously, you got to make a living, but at the same time, you got to think safety first. So, something that's always been worked on, but with the personal hoverboards, I haven't seen one being confiscated yet. Used in crime, so I can see that being an issue in the future. Okay. All right, folks, thank you.
One thing, Martin brought up the thing about comfortability. You know, my street also was a daily car parking at a hydrant. I put in numerous reports. Sergeant Kerrigan actually called me, called the precinct directly to give me tickets. But a lot of the 311 reports come back saying car left. And meanwhile, an hour later, I see it's still there. So there's also an honesty thing with the precinct that the police that are being sent out there.
Okay. You know,
The one thing we have to remember, we speak about this all the time, quality of life issues, the best way to handle it is by reaching out to us or to the 102, and we give them the information, and sometimes it is something that they can take care of within a week, because, you know, the people that you're dealing with aren't the brightest bulbs, you know, so it's easy to catch them. Sometimes it takes a little more time, you know, to take care of it, but we have to make sure we're reporting it so that we can see the issue, maybe see the pattern, maybe see, you know, if we can pinpoint a time of when they're hanging out in that corner, that would be great for them to send a car by, you know, and things like that.
Yeah.
So we can definitely work together and pass that information along. I know we have sent an email about 95th Street, you know, and there are some things that we said before in the past, you know, if it's something a little more serious, we have to try and let the NYPD investigate and, you know, work the legal process. But the more we report it, the more we're going to give them to make that happen even sooner. You know, but I can't stress enough, and, you know, just be careful with what we're doing when we're approaching these people. And trust me, I know it's frustrating. I'm, number one, quick with my mouth to say something to someone. But that's just the way it is. It's just, you know, I'm not going to let anyone try and bring down our community. It's not going to happen. Whether I'm on this board or not, I live in the community. You know, so the same thing with the businesses that we're having issues with in the community. If you want to do business here in Woodhaven, it's going to be done the right way. If not, we're going to take every step we can to get you out of Woodhaven. So it doesn't cost us anything. It's going to cost them thousands of dollars. So it's either do the right thing or you're going to have an issue. So as long as we stick together and we report everything, I mean, if we look through our list little by little, guys, you know, throughout the area, we work with our local elected officials, we work with the precinct. We're good as a community. We knock things out because we work together. So let's keep on doing that, but let's be safe about it, you know, and be vigilant. You know, if you see, maybe it's not your block, but you see something that's not going, that doesn't look right, report it anyway. Because tomorrow it can be being done in your block. You know, it's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. So, do we have any other questions for Officer Severino?
Thank you, folks.
Thank you.